Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Beyond Headlines. This is Beyond Headlines English, and I have my guest, Mr. Anandvardhan Singh. This is a joint venture between the Public and HW News Network. So, Singh Saab, 11 districts done, 58 seats done, and 62% of people went out and voted. Okay. Now, all this, what does all this mean? My first question, Singh Saab, to you is, BJP seems to be very confident. They're very confident that they're going to sweep this election. What is your take on this?
Because my position, more or less, my position is absolutely clear. So I'm not. There is no reason that I'm changing my position, because on ground, what I can read it is remains the same. What I have been reading for last as 3, 4, 5 months when the election was to start, and especially I will say after Swami Prasad Maurya left BJP, I always say that was the turning point, and my position remains the same. BJP was also very confident after the Bengal polls. When the polls had already been done, BJP was confident. BJP was giving indications that we are going to have more than 200 seats. But what happened? Now, any election, someone who is fighting the election, this is the posture which they have to take, because only it is 58 seats. Another 350 seats they have to run through it. And at this point of time, they cannot afford to say that we have done fairly bad in Western UP. It is not our monthly exams. If you remember, if we did bad in some monthly exam, the parents used to say, no, you better watch out, because you have done bad in that, you have to cover in this. No. Here what happens, if I will say that it is not the same constituent. If BJP says that you are doing badly, the people here will say, no, if you are doing badly, I have a better option. I will go and I will jump the boat. I will join SP, because this is the order of the day. So I think they are keeping an exterior, they are keeping a general posture that they are doing good. But no, on the first phase, it is first round goes to Samajwadi Party, absolutely without any doubt.
Any doubt. Singh Saab, interestingly, let me tell you, Mumbai Satta Bazaar gives Bharatiya Janata Party 236 seats. That's what they predict. Anyway, let's go further. Singh Saab, tell me, Western Uttar Pradesh was traditionally seen as a place, traditionally no, because last time I think Western Uttar Pradesh BJP did very well, but traditionally seen as a place where there are more Muslims, now Jats. So the fact remains that chances are BJP wouldn't have done well. Why did the phase start with Western Uttar Pradesh?
It is a two-phase answer. First of all, we must understand that 2013 there was something happened in Kairana and Muzaffarnagar which changed the face of Western Uttar Pradesh. The riots were there, and due to that riots, the polarization was there, and Jat and Muslims were not seeing eye to eye, and they were voting for separate parties. It was already there, and the same way they voted in 2014, 17, and 19. After 2019. The Kisan Andolan came, and Kisan Andolan changed the entire game, because here the religion was the more important thing. Kisan was fighting for their basic survival. So religion went in the background. Hindu Kisans, Muslim Kisans, they fought together, and this was the place. And I will again say, Western UP was the place which coined for the first time in recent years, about 5, 6, 8, 7 months back, a slogan, Allahu Akbar, Har Har Mahadev, which no political party has the guts today, including all political parties. They cannot come on their stage and they can give a call, Har Har Mahadev, Allahu Akbar. It is not possible for any one of them. Now, having said that, now your basic question is why it starts from Western UP. So 2013, it starts from Western UP because the most impacted the area was Western UP. People were divided more. People were more polarized. So it was naturally giving an advantage to BJP. So if they started the poll from Western UP in, say, if it is in 7 phases, so each phase, even what, and generally it is considered that as compared to Western UP, they doesn't do very good in Eastern UP as compared to, I'm talking of the term, because when you go to Eastern UP, all these small parties, all these parties with whom either BJP or SP have pulled back. You talk of Nishad Party primarily in Eastern UP. You talk of Apna Dal primarily in Eastern UP. You talk of Om Prakash Rajbhas Party primarily in Eastern UP. You talk of Mahan Dal. I mean, what I am trying to say is all these outfits are in Eastern UP. So they have their own pockets of influence. BJP, when they start from Western UP with a very strong thing, there is a thing called in politics, hawa banti hai. So that hawa starts blowing in favor of BJP when it reaches Eastern UP as well. So that is their advantage. This is happening for last 2-3 elections. Now this time, BJP again thought that same thing will be repeated. They were able to, I mean, when Mr. Narendra Modi on 19th of November, if I am not wrong, announced that he is going to take back the Kisan, not bill, the Kisan Act. Whosoever was the strategist of BJP were, and they were doing because of the elections, they were thinking that they will be able to neutralize the negative impact or the bad impact of Kisan Andolan as far as elections are concerned, which has not happened. We will not talk of that, why it has not happened, but it has not happened. The way they have calculated. They have calculated that they will be able to make that difference between Jat and Muslims. If you remember, Amit Shah throughout for last 1 month, he is telling that Jats have fought with Mughals. We are fighting with Mughals for last 650 years. So Mughals, who is Mughal? For him, Mughal is Muslim. So he is trying to do that Hindu Muslim, but it is not happening. This time their calculation has failed, and that is why they are doing badly in the first phase and in the second phase of these elections. And their whole calculation that they will be able to get a momentum from here, due to which they will be doing at least whatever influence these Om Prakash Rajbhar or all these parties have in Eastern UP will be neutralized. It is not going to work because the first phase, I'm again repeating, it has gone to SP. When I say SP, it is SP and RLD combined. It is SP and RLD.
Correct. Singh Saab, okay, now let's go to what you just said. Repealing of farm laws didn't work. The Punjab safety issue the Prime Minister spoke about kind of didn't work. In fact, it worked to the contrary. The hijab issue now, the hijab row. One is sure that it has not worked in the first phase of the Uttar Pradesh election. The question is, will it work in the second phase?
I will take it this way, that somehow, first of all, on a lighter note, somehow nothing is working for BJP right at this point of time. We all know why this was told that जाओ और अपने चीफ मिनिस्टर से कह दो कि मैं जिंदा वापस जा रहा हूं. इसका मतलब क्या था? We all know, we all understand why it was told. It has not worked. Then before hijab, that I'm not talking of the Abba Jan and Garmi utar denge and things like that. Those things, I mean, they have not worked. Then AIMIM, Mr. Owaisi was here. He was very active. He was telling that Samajwadi Party gets the vote of Muslims, but only Yadavs are enjoying that vote. Why we should vote for Samajwadi Party? He was doing all these things. Then there was an incident of firing on his vehicle. And that firing of the vehicle was done by whom? I mean, everyone knows about it. I'm not repeating it. It was expected that there will be a polarization as a after effect. It has not happened. And not only it has not happened, somehow Mr. Owaisi also feels that what he expected the way Muslims will react, he has gone back. You are not finding him coming to UP giving his lectures or making. He somehow he has withdrawn. Now, what I'm trying to say is that hijab, when it came to hijab, so many tricks were tried that people are still considering this as something to affect the UP polls and to make Hindu-Muslim polarization. Nothing more than that. So that hijab thing, whatever they wanted that it may work like that, it is not working. It is not working. And I must admire. I'm from this state. I mean, why I should, जिसको कहते हैं ना अपनी पीठ, why I should pat my back. But still, the people of Uttar Pradesh are Hindus and Muslim both. But I will say, Muslims being in minority, they must be congratulated that they have shown restraint, they have shown patience, and they have not reacted. Number one, having said that, the leaders of one party are not leaving any opportunity to provoke, to somehow try to make this an issue. But the leader of the other party, the opposition, the way he is moving, so I will say Akhilesh Yadav of Samajwadi Party is not reacting. He is just not reacting. He is not reacting to Owaisi. He is not reacting to hijab. He is not reacting to all these things. He is just not reacting. So if you don't react, the other parties vote. It is a very old thing. If you remember it when we were small, if I'm angry with you, I will not talk to you, and then you become more angry. Then you will do something very different, and then you will make something which makes people will laugh at you. So that is what is happening. I must say, Akhilesh Yadav also has acted very mature. He's acting very maturely. He is coming of his age. He's acting. I mean, it is always good to see that if young politicians are going to take over the next generation, it is always good to see.
Singh Saab, tell me, when we are talking about Purvanchal, when you are talking about Eastern Uttar Pradesh, that the elections are going to be, let's assume we've come to phase 3 and phase 4. You see, social welfares, free ration, free cylinder, free dal, these things, hasn't it given a positive impact on the Yogi Sarkar?
I will. I mean, since let us examine it. There is a new group or a new what I should call new group of people or new group of voters which BJP is now trying. A new type of engineering they are trying to do, which is beneficiaries. Now they are trying to do beneficiaries. Now, those they are addressing to the beneficiaries who, as you said, that who have got those free rations, and they are calling it free, which I don't call it free, because even who is taking the ration has paid tax, and it is their own tax which is coming back to them. I will not call free, but still they call it free, or a gas cylinder or anything else. Now, this everyone is getting, irrespective whether he is upper caste, lower caste, Hindu, Muslim, everyone is getting. So, if everyone gets everything, then also there is a theory it loses its impact. Had it been that this will be only given to scheduled caste, this will be only given to Rajbhars, then I can make my own. But if it is given to everyone, so everyone is happy with that. Everyone is angry with that. So, somehow BJP is trying to do a new engineering, which we are also not sure that how much it is going to impact as far as voting is concerned. But in my opinion, since everyone is getting these things, the impact of he is getting and I am not getting. Look what happens in which you call reservation. I am from a caste where I get reservation. You don't get reservation. So that is the feeling and that is the takeaway for me. But even if you get reservation and I also get reservation, then what is the takeaway? So in my opinion, this Labharti or this beneficiary group which they are trying to create, a new engineering which they are trying to do, this is my opinion, it is very difficult to predict at this stage. After the elections only we will be able to know whether it has any impact or not. Because on the other hand, Akhilesh is also offering something. Congress is also offering something. Akhilesh is offering 700 units 300 units per month, which is more tangible. Which is if you make 7 rupees a unit, it comes to about 2,100 rupees per month. So which looks like more tangible. So that is what I feel is that it is difficult, but in my opinion, it will not cut much ice.
Singh Sahab, you see, a lot of criticism. The Prime Minister was criticized a lot because he gave an interview to ANI during the first phase, a day before the first phase rather, and it was seen as a violation of code of conduct. Now the point is, Priyanka Gandhi also launched her manifesto the same day. So how is it different?
Not only Priyanka Gandhi, we should, again I will say, selectively we should not say. Not only Priyanka Gandhi, a day before, Samajwadi Party and Bharatiya Janata Party also launched their manifestos.
Correct.
And during a press conference, and which you, me, and all the electronics, they also aired that. It was also transmitted that. So as far as the manifesto was concerned, it is a routine thing every time it is launched. But interview of a particular person, and that too Prime Minister of the country, being aired uninterrupted on all the channels, whereas there is a past history when interview of Rahul Gandhi in the past election was stopped because of, it was told that because of the model code of conduct it cannot be done, raises doubts.
Singh Sahab, last question of the day. 62% vote. What do you see? Is it for or against the incumbent government?
Generally it has been told that there is a drop of 2% of the overall votes polled as compared to the last elections. There are people who either, if I am very happy with the government or if I want to make a party that their government should come, I go and vote in majority in a larger number, a particular group or the particular supporters of that party. Or if we are very angry or we are very dissatisfied with the government, with the anti-incumbency and things like that, then again we go in large numbers and vote so that this government is removed. Both the theories are there. This time what has happened, I will say there are some core voters of BJP, core voters of Samajwadi Party, core voters of BSP, core voters of Congress. Now in case of BJP, whatever is that core voter, there are some voters which in past they have only voted for BJP, but today somehow they feel, I will say, disillusioned because of the caste factor, because of n number of things. They have the problem of corruption. They are facing the problem of unemployment. They are facing the problem of all these problems. They are also facing. Now they are not happy with the government, but on the same hand they are committed to this Hinduism, because this is a Hindu party. So they don't want to vote to any other party also, or any other caste also. Here there is a role is being played as another caste politics is concerned. So they are not ready to vote for another caste. So they are using an option of abstaining themselves in a way. So they are not going. Not because they are not happy with BJP. They don't want to vote to another party. So they are staying back. In my opinion, these are signals that BJP has problem as far as first phase goes.
Thank you so much, Singh Sahab. Thank you so much. As always, it has been a pleasure talking to you. Next Sunday, let us talk about phase 2 and let's talk about other states that are going to poll. So, till I see you next time. Namaskar, Singh Sahab.
Thank you.